Everybody, welcome. It is a beautiful day here in Morrison Park in the heart of Harrisburg. We are here to celebrate Arbor Day, which I know was last month, but we've brought everyone together here to not only make the playground look beautiful, but also dedicate a beautiful new maple tree. I want to start, though, by thanking all the many assembled volunteers behind me for all of their hard work. I mean it truly, the park has never looked so beautiful. The mulch. How many yards of mulch?
40.
40 yards of mulch. And how many tons of sand? Yeah. 50 tons of sand. 50 tons of sand, really? Okay, that's a lot for the volleyball courts. And the playground looks beautiful, and even the grills got a new coat of paint back there and are looking good. And I also want to say, if you look way behind us in the distance, you can see one of the newest pieces of city equipment, our new crane, which we've already put into use around the city for tree removal. And I believe we're going to be doing some tree work here right after this dedication. Now, I want to start by reading a proclamation for Arbor Day. And Arbor Day is an important holiday for us here in the city. I can say that this morning, I was on the rooftop of the 1500 project over in Midtown, and we were doing a live introduction to the city of Harrisburg. The thing that you notice when you're up that high at a bird's eye level is just how green and beautiful and the natural setting that our city has. Sometimes you miss it when you're down low, but we have an extraordinarily beautiful and naturally diverse landscape that we're a part of, whether it's the river or the Appalachian Trail or the Green Belt or our park system. And the trees are what make the city as beautiful as it is. So it is appropriate that we, at least once a year, celebrate Arbor Day. And so, to do that, I shall read this proclamation. And it says, whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees throughout the state of Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and beauty to our community. And whereas trees in our city increase property values and enhance the economic vitality of businesses, and whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are always and truly a source of joy and spiritual renewal, now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Eric Pappenfuss, Mayor of the City of Harrisburg, do hereby proclaim this day, May 19th, 2017, as Arbor Day in the City of Harrisburg. Congratulations to everyone. Now, Harrisburg is fortunate to have a truly wonderful distinction. And it is a distinction that we have had for the last 27 years. And that is the distinction of being a tree city. And I'd like to unveil for all of you to see our new flag, which we will prominently display in the atrium of City Hall, which proudly proclaims that we are indeed a tree city. Let's lower it a little bit and we'll get the picture with everybody in the background. No, that's okay. Is that all right? Okay. Well, thank you for this flag. We shall fly it with pride. And if we can turn to the tree for a moment, because it is the star, we have a maple tree. I am told, what is it? It is a
October glory.
A October glory, which means in October it will turn red and beautiful and burst with energy. It's been planted here today. We will water it in a moment, but may it always stay strong and grow as a reminder of the beauty and natural setting of Harrisburg. And we want to thank TE Connectivity for purchasing the tree. And how tall is the tree going to grow? Do we know?
Oh, it'll grow about 60, 75 feet tall.
60, 75 feet tall. All right. Well, we will mark this day and come back and see it in a few short years. So thank you all for coming out. The day is just beginning. It's a day of celebration, and we couldn't ask for any better weather, could we, in the city of Harrisburg? Maybe a little cooler. We'll survive. Again, I want to thank our Public Works team. We did lose a key member of that team, Eric Josephson, fairly recently, but we are currently recruiting to fill that Director of Parks Maintenance and Arborist position, and we hope to announce some news on that shortly. And everyone else has picked up the slack, so to speak, and we've also hired 6 new parks maintenance workers just this year. So we're going to be able to really keep our parks maintained at a level in which they deserve to be maintained.